On Tuesday, the township of Kigoogwa was transformed into a horror scene when a fuel tanker registration number UAM 292Q traveling from Kampala to Gulu overturned and burst into an inferno, sweeping through homes, leaving many dead and property lost. According to the police, the tragedy claimed 16 lives, with 11 bodies still awaiting identification through DNA analysis.
11 are still unclaimed for, and those ones we are waiting for the DNA, the 11. But the 3 who passed on from Bombo military barracks, the postmortem was done, I think, from that side, and the bodies were handed over to their relatives. And this include Katamba Hassan, Sandy Halan, and Kabanda Umar.
However, the incident has raised about the identity of the owners of the truck, as well as whether any of the victims are entitled to compensation by insurance. Amidst the grief, there is hope for the victims. But the police say they are yet to identify the owners of the truck. However, they are pledging to investigate the matter and ensure justice for the affected families.
Yeah, definitely there will be a case. At the end of our investigations, and after we submit our file to State Attorney will give us a whole list of charges, of offenses that we are going to charge the driver. But at the moment, we are trying to use our CCTV cameras to exactly find out what happened. And after analyzing that and concluding our investigations, we shall submit the file to State Attorney, who will legally advise us. And if you legally advise us with all those charges to take the driver to court, definitely we shall take it to court.
However, insurance players maintain a very slim chance compensation for some of the victims under the statutory third-party insurance cover.
The mandatory third party we're talking about has limits. So it is limited to 1 million per person per incident. And it only covers to a maximum of 10 million in a year. When the limit is exhausted, the first party, who is the insured, can go and reinstate cover with the insurance company. However, there are also scenarios where some companies go ahead to increase the limits, to ask for higher limits, for which they pay an extra premium. It's called enhanced third party. Or there are even those who go for motor comprehensive insurance, which has very big or improved limits in terms of the limits per person, catering for the injuries or death, but also they are extended to cover the property. So the scenarios where property would be covered would only be if the vehicle had enhanced third-party cover or motor comprehensive cover with enhanced limits.
Okay. The other extension is under the COMESA yellow card,
whereby every vehicle that is passing through Uganda or passing through the COMESA territories, Uganda inclusive, would have third party that would compensate the 3 parties. Who are the 3 parties? The first party is the customer, who's the client, the person who paid for the insurance, the third party insurance, me, the owner of the vehicle. The second party is the insurance company. And the last party is me and you, people who are not part of the contract. So people walking on the road, the pedestrians, the bypassers, like what happened on Bombo Road. Such people who got injuries or even died were the third parties. They are not part of this contract between the insured and the insurer. So it's third parties.
However, the Insurance Regulatory Authority is not as optimistic about the chances of the victims.
Now, the insurance has got 2 options available. One is the motor third-party insurance, which is compulsory, which actually in this case would come in to help the third parties. But the facts around the accident is that the people actually who died may not pass as third parties because under the law, there is a principle which we call voluntary assumption of risk. Now, the information we have is that when that accident happened, the driver actually warned the people not to get close because it was imminent that a fire was going to happen. That's why the driver took off, but people came in to collect fuel. Now, those people came in and we said they voluntarily assumed the risk. In that particular case, they don't qualify to be third parties, and therefore there is no legal redress from the insurers.
However, we have learned that if the truck owner fails to identify the driver, legal action may be pursued under the Roads and Safety Act. Lydia Feli Akulu, NTV, Weekend Edition.